Yo, what is up, guys? Today I'm gonna be starting off a series about Java tutorials. If you guys are curious out there, I'm starting to get into it, and I'd like to share my knowledge with you. So today I'm just gonna be introducing what we're gonna be doing and just the basics, but it will get more advanced as we go along. Alright, so program you're gonna need is called Eclipse. Eclipse is a free program available to download on any platform, Mac, Windows, Linux, all those stuff. It's a great program. You can use it pretty much for anything, but pretty much I made a couple Minecraft plugins with it, so it's really good. So go ahead and open it up. Right now I'm in school and I'm taking this class. So you see my my custom folders. So which if you want to have access to it on any computer, you're gonna want to download a program called Dropbox. It's really easy to set up, no explanation needed. So go ahead and we can make a new workspace, and I'll show you how to do that. So workspace launcher, you can make it anywhere you want, your desktop, documents, whatever. I'm just gonna make it in go documents, go everything. This is where I keep all my stuff. We're gonna go let's call it YouTube series Java. Right, so click open, and every time we make a new one, it'll go to that. Shut up. Alright, so you're gonna open it up and you're gonna see this screen. You can go ahead and try out some tutorials. If you need some extra help, mine aren't clear enough, you can go look at some tutorials there. So you can go and click that arrow. It'll bring you to this white screen. This is the just Eclipse at doing its job. Alright, so to create a new project, you're gonna go to File, New Java Project, or you can right click this big white part to the left, Java Project. You're gonna name it. Let's name this Basics. Alright, finish. So now we have our folder here. It's gonna have this stuff in it. You don't need to worry about that. So now what you're gonna need to actually type, you're gonna need File, New, Class. Right, so this is where you name your actual class. So let's go ahead and name it just normally you shouldn't name this the same as this. It really doesn't matter. I'll just call it Basics. Okay, so here is where we start typing. The very basics is declarations is where you I guess I can say is where you give something a value. So you say you want, if in math, you can give x, for example, x a value. This is like a declaration. So yeah, and so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and explain to you the very basics of declarations. You have three kinds of declarations. So I'm gonna give int. There's an int. So an int basically contains whole numbers like 1, 2, 3, something like that, and we're gonna give it a value. So int, let's call it pies equals, and however many pies you want to have, for example. So let's go ahead and click 5. And next episode I will be showing you input, so you can basically change the number of pies you have based on the user's how much that they want, like choice. Alright, so the next one is similar to int, but this one can hold decimals. So when it's called, it's going to be called double. And if it lights up pink like that, that means you've done it right. So let's go ahead and count this as sugar, because you measure sugar in ounces. So we're gonna have 15.7 ounces, right? And once that red line goes away, the X, that means it can't read something. There's a syntax error. Syntax error means it's stopping it from running. So if you get that, don't freak out. It'll usually assist you if it has a light bulb next to it, like a red X and a light bulb. That means it'll usually assist you. But make sure, usually it's because of semicolons, or I'm not semicolon, yeah, semicolons, this, and curly braces. Those are usually what cause people problems. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I forgot the most important part of Java. We gotta give this a main. So we're gonna go public. That's basically making it so later on, further into the tutorials, you're gonna have multiple classes. So you know how you went and created a new class, you can have multiple of those. And I don't want to confuse you guys because it's the first episode, but it's gonna teach you a lot. So public, static, void. Static means it happens once. Void. Main. Void is just a type of method like that is used in Java. Main, parentheses, string. Oops, sorry about that. Brackets. We're gonna give whole brackets, string, space, args. We're gonna go ahead and see if you have the misplacement of semicolons. It gives you an error sometimes. Alright, so now you can see it's yellow. Don't worry about that. It just means it's not reading it, like it's not being used yet. But don't worry about it. It's not gonna crash the program you make or anything. So, alright. So the next one of the basic declarations is gonna be called string. String. So a string is basically like how an int and a double can hold numbers. A string can hold words. So for example, string word equals bird. Oops, sorry about that. Bird. You're gonna have this in what are these called? Whatever, asterisks or something. I don't know. I forgot what those are called. And it'll highlight in blue, meaning that you typed it. It's not like how this is black and this is pink. That means you typed it. Alright, so these are very useful for when you get into later things, because you're going to be using these a lot. So another simple command that'll make you feel like a programmer is displaying messages. And this is very simple to do, so don't freak out. All you're going to type is, and this is pretty simple to remember. So it's just system with a capital S. You have to have capital for everything. It matters. System dot out dot print, and it'll usually help you out here. But since you're learning right now, you can go ahead and type it yourself. Print. There's print, and then there's print ln. And I'll get into the differences in a second. So we're gonna go ahead and give that a semicolon, and see how this highlights in blue? That means you did it right. Okay, so it's giving us an error because we haven't typed anything in here yet. So if you want to display a message, we're gonna have these asterisks or whatever, and we're gonna type hello world. Basically, we're introducing ourselves to the world, saying we know how to program. So right here is how you run something. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and type this one more time. Alright, and print. The difference between print, println. Print, basically, right now you don't really need to worry about it, but println basically prints this, or the next thing you're gonna display on a next line. So yeah, right now we're gonna have it so everything looks organized. So .out.print ln parentheses colon, and then we're gonna type in, and you can type in word. We're gonna type word plus, have these because this means a space, plus, these pluses are basically so you're displaying word, which is bird, plus, and then a space. You need the plus so it knows to stop this and then add this one. So don't get too like nervous about that or anything. It's pretty simple. We're gonna type pies plus sugar, and then we need plus space plus. Alright, and we should be good. So it's gonna display hello world and then these things we typed in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and run it, and we always need to save. Command S, run, and hello world bird 5 because we have 5 pies and 15.7 sugar. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to watch these other videos because I'm going to be very specific, because I myself watch a lot of tutorials and they're not specific and it drives me crazy. So if you want a good tutorial, stick with me and I will do my best to teach you Java. Thanks.